So you have a kid or have kids and you're worried about them. Maybe not all the time lah, but quite enough. Like when they're at school and you cannot reach them, or when they hang out with friends and you just want to know they're safe. Well, you can give them a phone call, but there has to be a better option, right? Well, Huawei has just made one, the Huawei Watch Kids X1 Pro, a smartwatch built specifically for kids with positioning, cameras, video calls and more. So watch first and buy smart. So here's what comes inside of the box. Other than the watch itself, there's the adjust link and a spring bar, which is nicely wrapped. Then there's also a protective case and a lanyard, which I'll explain more on these two items later on in this video. Then there's a USB proprietary cable to charge the watch, a SIM ejector pin, because yes, you can actually put a nano SIM inside of the watch, which is very shocking for a watch within this price range. And finally, there's also the quick start guide. So before I tell you what I think about this watch and I give you my overall review, I want to do something a little different because I want to show you what an 11-year-old thinks about this. So meet Isaiah Rohan Simmons. Does it fit well?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I want you to go through whatever you see in the watch and just give me your exact emotions of what you think it is.
There's a camera. Yeah, it's a camera. Can you see? Can you see? It's a camera, man. Oh, okay, so you can like take pictures and type stuff. Okay. Steps 0 out of 800. Oh, okay, gallery. Okay. Okay, it's 31 degrees. Okay. So this is like a phone, but better.
So that right there, that reaction is the review. So yeah, everything I say after this is just context. But let me walk you through why this watch made him light up like that and why every parent specifically should be paying attention. Now let's start off with the design, because this is the most interesting looking kids products that I've ever seen. It has a rugged, almost sci-fi look. Now the Pro version comes in black and also in purple with a 3D bamboo hard silicone strap and a high gloss metal bezel with a durable hard coating. Now it does look very tough because it needs to, because you know, kids these days are not exactly gentle with their stuff, right? Now the body itself is a 13.4 millimeters thin with a 46 millimeter span, compact enough to fit a smaller wrist. Now the reason why I do not have it here because it's very small, not made for me. But yes, one thing to note though is the fact that the watch release clasp is not the easiest to take out, because I guess this was made for people with smaller fingers and I do not have very small fingers. I have thick fingers.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
So yes, it is indeed a kid's watch anyway. But the screen is where things get really interesting, because this has a 1.82 inch AMOLED display, which is bright, sharp and easy to see even outdoors. And I just love how responsive the overall navigation is and the overall screen response too. Now this is all thanks to Harmony OS 6. Now the display also sits horizontally, not vertically like most smartwatches. So it's like a tiny landscape screen on your wrist. Now this is of course an industry first. And the reason why this matters is that video calls actually look better and photos also look better and everything is bigger and easier to read. Now the interface has large fonts, simple icons and a very clean layout as well. So even younger kids can actually use it without any help. But here's the part that really gets kids going, because the screen flips and also rotates.
What in the musical camera photo is this, bro? Oh my god, it rotates. Oh my god, it actually rotates.
So as you have seen, you don't even have to teach him, he just found out. Vertical flipping and 360-degree rotation, so your child can actually find the perfect angle without twisting their arm or having a very weird position when using this particular watch, especially for the camera feature, which I'll talk about later on in this video. And for this Pro version specifically, the watch head is also detachable, where once you're at this particular position towards the side, you just have to pop it up and you can clip it into an included protective case, and you can add the lanyard, which is included in the box as mentioned earlier.
Wait, what? It's camera now. Wait, hello. This reminds me of like my camera. Wait.
So it actually becomes a standalone pocket camera where your child can actually take it off their wrist and also explore the world with it. Like a proper little camera, because kids love having their own thing, right? Their own gadget, and this gives them exactly that. But let's talk about the most important thing for parents, like, you know, Where is your child right now? Well, this is where the Huawei Watch Kids X1 Pro is a serious step up from what is out there because it uses dual band Wi-Fi, dual band GNSS for positioning. In simple terms, that means is that a single band Wi-Fi only reads one signal, but a dual band reads two. So which means that this gives you better signal and also more accuracy as well. Now, I would say that using the SIM card signal would be the best to use, especially indoors, in school, shopping malls, and also in places with thick walls and lots of interference. Now, the dual band GNSS does the same thing outdoors as well, where it also filters out the interference from tall buildings, reduce drift, and most importantly also reduces false location reports. So if your kid is at Pavilion Mall on a Saturday afternoon, you open the app and want to know which floor they are on, this is the kind of accuracy that is really designed for. And it also gets better because there is the adaptive positioning algorithm. So the more your child visits the same places, the smarter it gets. It also learns their frequent locations and improves accuracy over time. And the multi-level positioning system that I mentioned earlier in a mall is expected to come out around October this year. So the watch will only get better over time. But how does this compare to the competition? Well, there is the HUAWEI X10, which I've yet to get my hands on, but that has only a single band Wi-Fi and a single band GNSS. However, the Huawei Watch Kids X1 Pro has dual on both, as mentioned earlier. So that is the meaningful difference when it comes to real-world accuracy. As for the app, this uses the HUAWEI FamCare App, where you as a parent can manage everything over there. And the good news is that this is not only available on Android phones, but even if you have an iPhone. And here's where you can set safe zones, dangerous zones, where if your child arrives at a set area, you can actually get a notification. And when they leave, you also get a notification. Now you can also monitor their heart rate and emotional state in real time, which is powered by the PPG optical heart rate sensor. And this works 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. And you can also check the battery level so the watch never dies on your child unexpectedly. Now over here, you can also set approved contacts so your child only talks to people you trust, and unknown callers will also get blocked automatically. And most importantly, there's also a harmful content filtering and the class mode so that during school hours the distractions goes away, which means that not only does your watch stay focused, but your kids do as well. Next, let's talk about staying connected, because the watch is only as useful as your ability to reach your child, right? Well, there is the HD video calls where you can see your child's face, their surrounding, and their expressions all in real time. And this matters more than you think, because sometimes a voice call is definitely not enough. And this would come in exceptionally handy if your kid is lost in a crowded mall or even a theme park, where a video call can tell you exactly where they are, what is around them, and whether or not they are okay.
Okay. Oh, what's up? What are you doing? Hello?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Okay. So, you know, this is the person that is taking the videos. This is the TV. I don't know why it's so big.
Now, what's extra sweet is that during this video call, there is also an AI noise cancellation, where the HUAWEI X10 mentioned earlier does not have this at all. So when it comes to a noisy school corridor or even in a loud theme park mentioned earlier, the difference is real because the calls stay clear and you can actually hear each other. Now, the watch also supports global mainstream 2G, 3G, and 4G connectivity. So wherever your child travels, school trip, outstations, holiday overseas, you can actually reach out to them. And then there's also the SOS feature, where 5 presses of this button triggers an SOS call and sends an SOS alert message immediately. So there's no passwords and no complicated steps, just 5 presses, and your child can also send text messages, voice messages, emojis, and photos, so they can share moments with you throughout the day. So yes, that little spark of connection actually makes them feel less far away. Now, if you guys are finding this video helpful so far, do give this video a nice big thumbs up to tell the people running the YouTube algorithm that this video was good for you, and a subscription will be extra sweet too. So thank you, and thank you very much in advance. Now let's talk about the cameras, because there are 2 on this. And here's where the watch stops being just a parent tool, but here is where the kids really fall in love with this. There is a 5 megapixel front camera and a 13 megapixel rear camera. Now the front camera has a 110 degree wide angle camera, so it is the widest front camera in this particular category right now. And what does this mean for your kid is that no one ever gets cut off during group photos, so you can fit everyone without having that awkward backward lean. Now both cameras are also supported by a multi-frame noise reduction algorithm, so it has better sharpness in every single shot, even in low light. Now this has 2GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage, so that is about roughly 5,000 photos. So your child would not be running out of space on your watch anytime soon. Now the HUAWEI Extendo has 1GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, so that is half the memory and half the storage compared to this. And then there's also the fun stuff, because I'm going to stop talking now because I think he will show you this better than I can.
Okay, now let's check this. Okay, let's do stars.
So yes, there are 6 shooting modes with 14 kid-friendly filters and more than 100 special effects and 100 fun stickers for DIY customization. So your child are not only taking photos, they're actually creating memories their very own way. Then few more things worth knowing is the fact that the watch is IPX8, IPX9 and 2 ATM water resistant. So your kids can wash their hands with this. They can also splash around in shallow water, but no swimming on this, so keep that in mind. Now battery life is about 32 hours, more than a full school day and night combined, and when it does need charging, it has a 1.5C fast charging, with just 20 minutes will get you about 50%. So a quick charge before school and your kid is good to go. Then there's also a cool social feature where kids can actually shake hands to add friends instantly if the other person also has the Huawei Kids Watch. They can also share contact cards and recommend friends to each other, and also have step count ratings or rankings to make it look a bit more competitive, and also a built-in smart assistant for everyday tasks. Now if you want a written version of this video, we do have one at our website at www.adamlobo.tv. Links to the website will be down below, where we also have some daily tech tips and also daily tech news over there. So in conclusion, here is my honest take. If you have been looking for an alternative to give your child a full smartphone, this is it, because this Huawei Watch Kids X1 Pro gives your child the independence they want and gives you the peace of mind you need. Now the positioning is class leading, the cameras are best in this particular category right now. The video call quality with AI noise cancellation is a real differentiator, and the design, as you saw how Isaiah reacted when he first held it, was real, because that reaction was not scripted, and honestly that told everything that you need to know. Now Isaiah does not know this yet, but he's not giving this watch back because there's a little surprise that I have in store. Do you want this?
For free, Yes, of course. For free, of course, I'll take it.
Okay, it's yours.
Yeah, actually lah.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, it's his. Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Daddy, look, I got this for free. Thank you.
So the Huawei Watch Kids X1 Pro is priced at 1,599 ringgit. Now if you want the standard version without the detachable camera, that is going for 999 ringgit during the first sale period, where you can get gifts up to 808 ringgit. That includes 1 year of Huawei Care worth up to 489 ringgit, a free 1 year APAC warranty worth 319 ringgit, and a complimentary Panda plush on a first come first serve basis. So links to where you can get this watch will be down below.